What's going on, good people? Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here on this Teach You Tuesday, how to give value using domains and more. So if you ever wondered how it is that you can continue to deliver value to the field, to your clients, to your customers, or to anyone who's looking to level up inside of their brand or inside of their own personal value, then stick and stay and we'll run the play and you guys can learn how to actually use domains and more to give value and level up. Again, what's going on, good people? Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, your brand master cash flow queen and founder of the #1 legal tax hack to hire your kids in your home-based business. I typically help startup and struggling entrepreneurs to develop a simplified blueprint so they can get their assets in order. I want you guys to be able to catch your coins and the paper that folds. I want you to be able to walk in your God-given purpose, okay? We've been running this thing for 15 years strong through marriage and miscarriage, divorce and separation, through surviving domestic violence, okay? Through birth, through death, through coming out of the welfare system, through evictions, through so many things that people go through on a typical day and just don't understand there is glory and greatness on the other side, okay? My daily goal is to brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order so that you can live a legacy and leave one. So what I'm talking about today is on Teach You Tuesday is how to give value using domains and more. So one of the things that I'm actually going to do, and I'm actually also testing to see with the new mic, the Yeti, the updates that I've made, seeing whether or not having this heater on, because the Tonic mic, I believe that's what it's called, was able to cancel out any noise reduction and you could not hear the heater, but I believe the Yeti may pick it up. So we're going to test that out and see how that works. All right. So here on this impromptu Teach You Tuesday, what I'm going to do is move a screen over and let's hope it doesn't, damage any of my recording and all of that. And I already thought I had a window open, but I do not see it for that. So let's see if we can get that one back up. I don't believe we can. So let's just open up another tab here, bring that one over here, select present, and let's share screen and see if we can get that correct screen shared. So you guys will be able to see what it is that you need to see and drop myself down to the bottom and possibly even out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the domains area that I have here and pull up a client domain. And I'm going to show you one of the ways that you are available to give value. Okay. And what I mean by give value is there are a lot of things that you know that other people do not know. Okay. By that, I mean someone who is watching the stream right now may know how to bake a slamming cake, may know how to make the best sweet potato pie. I don't, so I'd be interested in that, but myself know how to make collard greens. I do. Thank goodness I was blessed with that gift from my mom. May know how to make a slamming macaroni and cheese. I do. Was gift with that blessed as well. Know how to make a generic, and I say generic because people make jambalaya different ways, but I make a generic jambalaya that uses ground turkey, shrimp, sometimes cod, sliced beef turkey, and things like that. People want to know a quick, easy, and almost bulletproof, surefire way to do something. And if you know that and other people don't, you can get value because you can show them how to do it. So one of the things that you have to remember is people don't understand the value that is in a domain. They definitely don't know a lot about subdomains, which is why you end up seeing people going out and talking to myself here, being a little transparent with you guys here, buying domain after domain after domain after domain for their different niches or different areas, not realizing they really only need maybe 1 to 3 depending on what their product niche service is. Okay. And so one of the ways that you can help them is, of course, to allow them to understand the value in that one good area that you're good in. And so the one good area that I have found that I'm extremely good in is that I am a amazing creative. I think through the process of something. I'm able to mind map things out and follow a path and create a simplified way to work along that path to get to an expected end. And I'm able to simplify some of the difficult things that other people really struggle with. Okay. So the ability to give someone value with a domain is an amazing attribute. And you can learn these things online. You can learn them through testing them for yourself. But more importantly, once you learn it, you need to be able to implement it and teach it. A good coach of mine some years ago taught me, Mr. Joan Collier, and I still give him credit, even though at some point it's going to be mine, taught me that you need to learn, implement, and teach quickly. Once you learn it, once you implement it and see that it works, you need to quickly turn around and teach it. And we don't need to take time to do that. Okay. There's not time involved. So sometimes when I'm sitting here and I'm going through something and I see that I know something new, or I see that I have not documented the process of something new, the first thing I do is go ahead and pull up my StreamYard now, go ahead and title it really quickly, and I hop on here and I do a training on it. Why? Because you guys need that information. And I make it accessible to many people freely. And then my design students or those who are in a membership with me or my CTT squad, shout out to my CTT squad. And I know I forgot to run the little banner across the bottom, let you know to come on into the room and be coachable, teachable, trainable, and post your city and state so that I can see where my influence and impact is actually reaching and what the increase looks like for what it is I'm trying to do when I give this information. But again, once you learn these things and once you do these things, it is really your responsibility to get out here and teach these things and to teach them quickly so that you can begin to duplicate yourself in others, right? So that you can begin to see the results that others have, so you can begin to do your case studies and document the process of what it is that you do, but also so that when you do expand and bring on a team, then there is already documentation of what you will need the team to do so that you can become more hands-off and you can bring on a staff to then duplicate yourself within. That's one of the things that I harp on a lot in the Learn, Lead, and Level Up community, that you guys really need to learn to duplicate yourself so that you can go to the next level. So in discussing domains, one of the things that I try to help people understand they need to do is anytime you're trying to understand branding in the process and the things that surround that, you can always go to Simplified Print Brand. That's spb.Martina Britt Yelverton. And when you go to that site, it's going to take you over to my YouTube channel, and it's going to pop you directly into a YouTube video that actually explores everything that I discuss inside of branding. Okay, so it is an hour-long thing that I go through, in an hour-long training that I go through. But here's the beautiful thing about it: inside YouTube, you can actually index things that you want people to see specifically, so they don't have to go through an entire hour-long. I don't know why you wouldn't want to, but Simplified Print Brand. You also get a cheat sheet, and with that cheat sheet, that allows you to go through the branding process, and it's fillable. So if you're trying to help someone understand one of the key things about a domain, and you're trying to understand even a domain better for yourself, then you would utilize one of these options to go do that. So that's the one that deals with branding and graphics as a whole. And then there's also Simplified Web Brand Martina Britt Yelverton.com. And if you go there, now you're able to see the website of it and things that deal with domains and SSL securities and websites and things like that. And again, you're available to go into the body and index and find exactly what you're looking for. So here's where I give you the breakdown on a domain. Do you have a domain that is specific to you or your brand? And I discuss, what is a website? What is a web page? And then we go a little bit further into discussing what is a domain, what is a subdomain, what is a vanity URL shortener, and all those different things. So here is where you would want to know this crucial information right here. Check that out. Crucial information starting at Q4 about a domain. right? So being able to share something that you know how to do with an individual on this level, go ahead and record it and then go back and index that video is the best thing that you can do to start putting content out there about that 1, 2, 3, or 50 things that you know quite well. Okay. So specifically with this domain, let me explain to you. Most domains you can go to your GoDaddies, your Namecheaps, your one and one. There are so many domain providers, and I'll show you that specifically. So let's go with professional domain providers, right? And let's see what we come up with. So top 10 best sites to buy a domain. Then you start getting into, like you just heard me say, GoDaddy, Namecheap, Bluehost, Hover, HostGator, Network Solutions, DreamHost. Like, check that out. Even more. All right. I said one and one. These are all different places that you can buy Wild West domains. You can buy so many domains from so many different places. Okay. I suggest you pick one, work with one consistently. I prefer Namecheap or GoDaddy, and I am an affiliate through GoDaddy. So when you go to domains.familyfirstdesigns.com and you end up here to be able to purchase, this is just a white labeled GoDaddy. Okay, it's a white label GoDaddy, and I make an affiliate commission when you buy domains directly from me. I additionally give you trainings on how to use it, subdomains, and all of that. That is one of the number one ways that you can increase your value. Become an affiliate for a product and then offer training on that product. All right. I don't know any other way to tell you how to do it, especially if it's in line with something that you love. I love StreamYard. I'm an affiliate with StreamYard. I train on StreamYard. I love Canva. I am an affiliate with Canva. I train on Canva. I love helping people understand their own personal value and that they need to own their name and their business name and more, their kid's name and more. You need to own all of that on the web. So what would I do? Become an affiliate of the place that you can purchase that from. And then what do? I train on how to use that. So if you are not doing that, you are missing the mark, because I get to sit up and do this every day and enjoy it without fail every day. Okay, helping people who want help, who are open to the help, who are open to investing in themselves to move forward on their God-given plans. I enjoy helping them with that. So whatever your product niche service is, then that's what you need to make sure that you're out here helping people specifically with, so that you can do what? You can level up. And we'll pray I don't end up with an issue, because I forgot I had Christmas music playing in the background. So let's hope I don't end up with half of this being muted out and blocked out and all this, because I didn't even recognize that I had it up that loud. But anywho, all right, make sure that you understand whatever your product niche or service that you are involved with, that you become an affiliate of that, and that not only do you offer it so that you can get your affiliate commission, but you make sure to give consistent repeat value on it, so that your audience and the recipients can receive specialized in-depth training on what you have now learned, implemented, and now you're teaching them. Okay. So specifically, let's talk about how to level up the value with the domain. So of course, again, I say you can go to the Simplified Web brand. You can actually go to this area inside of the video, and I clicked on the wrong thing. I meant to click on the timestamp over here. You can go to the timestamp where I begin to talk about right here, what is a brand, and yeah, I'm in the Simplified Web brand. Yeah, what is a brand and all of that. And then you can come down here specifically when you're asking questions about subdomains and how effective you feel you would be. You could go right here to minute number 17. And as you see, I start talking about what is a domain or a domain name and all of this information. So this is information that you are available to share with others, right? It's exciting to know you know something and you know it well enough to help someone understand it even more clearly and effectively. All right. So having discussed this information, you're available to watch this, but specifically when logging into a domain, let's see which client that we're going to use so I can show you the next level on how I make additional monies just with the domain. So previously, let's put it this way, I would have a domain and I would make it so that the domain itself may cost anywhere from 8 to 12 to 15 to 19, depending on, which service provider you're utilizing. And then I would charge a little bit above that because I may have to pay for the SSL. Depending on what website they're using on, you can get an SSL on the domain, and that's the securities that are around it. Help you guys understand a little bit better. Here we go. What is an SSL? And I actually talk about it in that video, but just to give you a quick answer here, it's the secure sockets layer. So it's the encryption, the internet security, on a domain. I have to have you guys understand, truly, it's not on the domain that you need the security. The domain that the area that you need the security on is actually on the website, because that is where the content is, and that is where the accessibility is for when you click certain buttons to take you to certain areas of the website that are more encrypted than, a standard HTTP. Okay. So again, here in this video, if you go a little bit further down, I do discuss SSLs inside the body of this, and see right there, I discuss it in there. What is a secure sockets layered SSL? All right, so I do go through that inside of the video. I was showing you a quick way to go and find out what the terminology is that I just used. Okay, so when you want to level up your value, you want to go and make sure that you're giving more than what is expected for a specific service. So as I was saying, you can go and purchase a domain for anywhere from 8, 12, 15, sometimes 25, 35, however much you pay for a domain, depending on what that provider determines the value of the domain that you're trying to purchase is. So you can't just blanket a domain purchase across the board, because when you actually go to search it, the amount for that domain could be more. And say you've charged someone $8 for a domain, you go and search it, and for some reason their name has some trigger word in it, and that domain is $35. You just lost money, or you have to turn around and go back to that client and say, hey, I need to charge you this because the domain actually costs this. So even though you can have a standard rate for your domains, I don't always suggest it, because it also depends on if there's trigger information inside of that name that you're purchasing that would allow the domain to cost more. Okay, you need to know that. So once you have determined that the domain is within range where you're still available to make a profit, I'll go ahead and log in and show you one. Let's see if I can go and use Randy's. And I don't believe. Yep. Okay. I do have two-step verification. And one of the reasons I do have two-step verifications is to ensure a protection layer and making sure that my clients' domains do not get inadvertently hacked or deleted, or, there's so many things that can happen with a domain. Let's see. Now I've got to find Randy's, and I'm actually on my phone in my authenticator locating his, hope I did that one right. Yep, there we go. Locating his access point so I can log in. So here we are inside of I am Randy Christensen's domain, and what I'm going to show you is actually a way to level up your value. So he is inside one of our my partnership company, and inside of that company, one of the things that I do for my clients who have a brand that's not a fully established brand is that when they go ahead and secure their name, then I ensure that whatever the subdomains that we add, that they are updated inside of their domain account. So specifically with my company, we make a lot of changes to some of the URLs. And if you have those specific URLs posted in places and then the company makes a change, your URL will no longer work. So the way that you kind of control not having to go back to all of your various places that you have posted your URL is to be able to go back inside of your account and adjust the URL that was adjusted, because your posting has your branding on it. So when the company changes, you don't lose your links, and your links do not become broken and disabled and do not work, because you control the actual link that is on that flyer with your brand, even though it directs you to the company information. So that way you don't lose you don't acquire an unprofessional look because you put a link out there and the link no longer works. Okay. And then you have to turn around and educate your clients on that is what you have done for them. So that is what the cushion of profit covers, even though it's making you look amazing and professional by being able to help them in this capacity. You actually are earning a profit or earning some type of compensation for the additional work that you're actually doing. That's one of the ways that you give value using domains and more, educating on an individual on how to best use it. So we'll say if we were going specifically to RPC Money, and this is the link that we would go to. Let's see if I can pull that up. If this were the link that we were going to, and for some crazy reason, this link was edited by the company, it would not disturb our client, because when this link here gets edited by the company, we just get the new link, or myself being his consultant, get the new link, and I would go inside of here, and the business link, this is his join link here. So this is join. So I would go in and find the correct link, showing you guys this here in real time. All right. And we want to utilize the join link, and I'll use mine, join.mwr.martinabrityelverton.com. When I hit enter, it's going to bring me here. This is the link that I would adjust on the end for my client. All right, so I'm going to copy all of that. I'm going to come here to his account, and on this business link, this says business. And let's see if I have one that's for join MWR. So we're going to come in here, and we're actually, this is his RPC Money /join. For whatever reason, the other one that I had was a little wonky and didn't act right. So we're going to go up here to another. I'm going to populate that in, and then I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to grab here. You could type all this out, but I like to make sure I'm using specifically what I need to, and I'm going to hit paste. Looks like all of that is correct. Select it all, copy it. I'm going to hit enter to make sure. So because I'm saying this, there could be a possibility that the reason it's populating back is because this individual could currently be inactive. I'm unsure. Okay. But this is what we're looking for to happen. So we're looking for it to be user.mwrfinancial.com / the client link and join. All right. And so when I come in here and I do all of that and post it again, I just want to compare it to mine. User MWR Financial, my link and join. User MWR Financial, his link and join. So that could be the possibility that they're not currently active at the moment. Okay. Also, the other thing that could possibly happen is they could have changed this RPC money link right now. And that could be the reason for the shift. So let's use mine specifically. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take the BY off and hit enter, and watch mine will populate that way as well. So I could have the link wrong, which would mean I need to reach out to Randy Christensen, because I still see him on lives and everything. So that could mean that I just have to make an update. So again, showcasing my value, reach out to Mr. Christensen, let him know that I was going through and doing a query of his account, and I verified that the RPC money link was not populating to the correct area that we would need for it to populate to. Just checking to see if he's made any changes on his end, if he's updated his user ID. And if so, then I need to make sure that I let him know his link needs to be updated to ensure that all of his links continue to work properly. Okay. So again, that is one of the ways that you are available to give value using domains and more. So I'm hoping that, you get the gist of what it is that I'm trying to get you to understand. There are so many ways that you can give value. There's so many ways that you can level up. There's so many ways that you can do the things that other people may not be equipped to do. They may have a challenge in that area. And once you get that under your belt and how to make that work for them, they are forever grateful to you. You earn a different level of respect and assistance in their mind. You give more value and you become more popular and have more impact and influence out in these internet streets. Okay. So guys, if there is something that take the time to mind map it out, to brainstorm it out, what the steps that you did to get to the expected end, to that end where everybody calls you and asks you the different questions that they ask you. Get to that point, write it all down, make it make sense, put it together, even if you just have to type it up inside of a Google document and then go through explaining the Google document on a faceless video like this, where you actually are putting information across the screen, where you are, helping people understand the steps along the way. Like, don't miss out on the opportunity to give value. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. If so, definitely drop that into the comments below. If you have questions, always drop those questions into the comments below. Definitely tag me so that I can be alerted that you have asked a question and ensure that I get back with you. So thank you again for your time today. If you like this video, then definitely give me a like below. Look down below this video, select the bell to get notifications each and every time that I go live with a Mindset on Monday, a Teach You Tuesday, a Watch Me Work Wednesday. These are the main 3 points of areas when I go live to give you this information. And if you are not aware, we've opened up another, let's see if I can get that one pulled up really quick on my channel. We've opened up another area on the playlist to be able for you guys to be able to access. So here, if you scroll down below the shorts, we have subscribed to the Brandmaster playlist with ease. You're available to subscribe to the Mindset on Monday, Teach You Tuesday, Watch Me Work Wednesday, and the 129 daily devotions, which will be releasing soon. So I have some beautiful women who are collaborating with me on the release of that that journal, that devotional. I'm just really proud of what we're getting ready to do with that. And let me see if I can pull that up. Here is a quick screenshot of what we're about to do with that. So just giving you guys a little something, let you guys see something that is getting ready to release. You're available to go ahead and subscribe to that playlist as well. Thank you for your time today. I greatly appreciate it. To your success, I wish you the absolute best along this journey, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you more and more in the future. To your success on this Teach You Tuesday. I'll catch you on the next one.